Hello, my babies, and welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for being here today. If this is your first time here, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is plenty of content to catch up on. And if you're returning one, my loves, you guys already know what's up. I love that you're coming back and hanging out with me. You know, I love hanging out with you. So I hope you enjoy your time while you're here. My babies, let's get to today's reading. Today, we are going to be looking into who or what you don't see coming. We are going to start each reading by checking in on your energy just to help you connect to whatever group you choose. And then we'll be asking the main question, which is what is heading your way? As always, though, my loves, these are collective readings on YouTube, of course. So use your own discernment. Only take what resonates. If you find the reading more confusing than it is informative or, making sense, it just may mean that it's not for you today. All right, besides that, let's see what we can find out. You guys know what to do. 3 groups to choose from. We have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be looking into who or what you don't see coming. We are going to begin this reading by checking on your energy and seeing what's going on with you. This part should help you connect to this group, and then we'll be asking the main question. My loves, thank you so much for being here today. I love it. I love hanging out with you. Just keep in mind, though, I'm not just talking to you. It is a collective reading. So use your own discernment and only take what resonates. If something just doesn't make sense or if it's more confusing than it is informative, it just may mean it's not your reading today. It happens sometimes. All right, my babies, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on with you. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day or night, whatever time it is, whenever you're watching this. Let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 1s. All right, messages for my group 1s, please. What's going on with my group number 1s? How will they know this is going to be their reading? What's their energy? Messages for my group number 1s. How will they know this is their reading? What's going on with them? What's their energy? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 1s. How will they know this is their reading? Messages for my group number 1s, please. All right. Messages for my group 1s. What's their energy? How will they know this is going to be their reading today? We have Page of Coins in reverse. Eight of Cups reverse and Star card. So there could be an area of your life, this could be relationships, work, a skill, dating. It just feels like, you can't fully kind of move past it or leave it in the past, or maybe it is feeling a little stuck. If it's not stuck, it feels like, well, this is just kind of what it is for now. So I'm just hanging in there and hoping things get better, or hoping something changes. Essentially, that is the vibe. It feels small and kind of hasn't grown. So if it's like a dating situation, it's like situationship. If it's trying to find someone to date, it's like you can't even get to know anyone because maybe, I don't know, because life, right? I like that the Star card is upright. We do have a 4 of Cups, though, so it is signaling like bored. Maybe you guys aren't getting out as much too. That could be it too. That Page of Pentacles in reverse talks about, I have an opportunity, I have potential, but I'm not tapping into it. And usually when we see a Page of Pentacles in reverse and, we try to apply that to someone else, we're like, I knew that situation was going anywhere, or, but then sometimes we have to look within ourselves as well and be like, okay, where do I have opportunity? And I'm literally not making the best of it. Because it seems like there's boredom. But for some of you, not for all of you, for some of you, you may be kind of overlooking something here. So I do want to tell you guys that this energy is causing either restlessness. It does feel restless. It does feel stuck. It feels like, I want to grow, or I want different, or I want more, or I, want to learn that skill. But at the same time, I don't have the capacity for it. So it's like one thing could be feeding the other, right? It's like feeling like this could be feeding your anxiety. And then because you're anxious, then that doesn't allow you to maybe be able to think clearly or do different. We have Aquarius energy. So I kind of feel like some of you guys are feeling really down or down on yourselves, maybe being a little hard on yourselves. It's not on the table. It's just a vibe I'm catching. The vibe that I'm getting is that success isn't, I don't feel successful, or this situation doesn't feel like it's going to succeed, or I'm not getting the recognition, or it's almost like there's all this stuff that maybe you just don't feel like is happening. For some of you guys, this does have to do with work or a skill, or, maybe even school. And for others of you, it's dating. It's like I'm bored and I get anxious, or, over what's out there. And then for others of you, this could literally be talking about a lifestyle where maybe you're not up to much, or not much is going on. Maybe there could be things that you could be doing, but your energy levels, your anxiety, other factors are at play. So again, it's like one thing kind of feeds another, and then that feeds another. All right, tell me about the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Messages for my group number ones. We have the Two of Swords. So this Eight of Cups in reverse with that Four of Pentacles tells me that there's almost like something that we're really holding on to. It could be like your routine. It could be, how it just, I don't know what you want. Maybe you're trying to figure out, like, so for right now, I'm just going to hunker down. I'm just going to stick with what I know. Now, if you are dating someone, or if, friends, or it's almost like there's a, do I want this, or is there potential here? Where is there potential? Maybe you're asking yourself, like, well, can this happen? Can I grow here, or will this grow? But this Four of Pentacles tells me it's barely enough. So if we're talking about work, it's like, oh, it barely pays me enough, or maybe it went down to part-time, and I'm not really sure what to do, but for now I just got to stick here. I got to stick to this. Let's see. Messages for my group number ones. That Page of Wands in reverse could also talk about procrastination as well. So I feel like you're really trying to think of what's next, but it's kind of difficult to do that because of either the current circumstances, or that Four of Cups could also be like, I know there's other options, but I don't really like that option, so I'm going to pretend it's not really there. Like, it could be that, There's also there's energy surrounding how you spend your time and what you pay attention to. That's really influencing you right now. I think it influences all of us more than we'd probably, can understand right now, living through this age of technology, right? It's insane how our brains just work now, and how hard it is to stay focused sometimes because of so much that's going on, or so much pulls for your attention. Or if it's not that, but that Seven of Pentacles tells me you're either nervous, or you feel trapped because of an investment you've made, or like what you're giving your time to. Again, there's a feeling here of needing to be honest with, what does success look like to you, or what kind of attention do you want? So that's going to be different, right? Success could mean that maybe a while ago you thought that success meant, making a certain amount of money, or having a certain type of car, or being able to, do things, whatever, right? Fill in the blank. But maybe you had that, or you got that, and it's like, well, that I'm not really living in a way that feels like authentic, or this doesn't feel like success. So it's like, maybe you're questioning, like, what is success? And then the other thing is, for some of you guys, you might think you want to date, or you might think you want to talk to someone, and then it's like, oh, but do I really want attention? Do I really want to get to know them? Do I really want to date? So it just depends, right, on what's going on with you and in your life. But there is a feeling here of, what is it that I want? And what direction do I want to go in? Because this isn't cutting it. I'm getting bored, or, this isn't sustainable. I love that the star card is upright in the middle of the reading. It's literally like our one little northern star that's guiding the way. Um, but this page of wands in reverse tells me procrastination or just looking at it very kind of negatively. Tell me why the page of wands in reverse? What are they? Nine of swords, three of cups in reverse. So you feel trapped. Maybe it's a short-term connection or casual dating, or, you know, if it's work, it's like maybe the social environment is great. I don't know. There's anxiousness surrounding this energy. So we'll just leave it at that. If it's resonating, it's resonating. All right, my babies. We did call out Aquarius because that's the only major arcana. So this could even tell us that your mood is constantly shifting here, because these are all minors. These are all day-to-day things, right? I mean, the Two of Wands could carry longevity, but for the most part, you know, it does feel like this does shift, or your perspective shifts, or what you think or what you want. So that might be why you're Two of Swords as well. It does feel like things are very kind of pulled back. So if it's a money thing, it's like you're really having to, you know, watch everything or budget. If it's a time thing, it's like you're almost being a stickler for time or keeping on your schedule. But it's also that Eight of Swords tells me, if that's the case, then it's almost like I feel trapped in my schedule, or I feel trapped with what I have going on. Okay, needing to be honest or admitting something or seeing the truth, right? With that Seven of Swords in reverse, but it does feel like admitting it to yourself, perhaps. My loves, does that sound familiar? Does it? I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. But let's see, who or what is heading your way? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. Who or what is heading their way? Messages for my group number ones, please. Who or what is heading towards my group number one's way? Messages for my group ones. Who or what is heading their way? Thank you, Spirit. Who or what is heading their way? What is it that they don't see coming? Who or what is heading their way? Ooh, Three of Wands. Maybe this is something you anticipate. It's something that you've been wanting. You've been waiting, or you've been planning, or you've been saving for it. Ooh. Yeah, this feels like this feels like you've been on the struggle bus, but you finally got somewhere. It like wasn't to nowhere town. It's like you were actually at a destination. Hey, I feel like I'm going to nowhere town all the time, but apparently you're going somewhere. Yeah, some of you guys could be traveling. You could have been saving for this, or you're going to be spending a lot of time or prioritizing things that are very good for you and very like dear for you. This would be like, you're doing things that fill your heart and your soul, but you're also doing things that you know are healthy for you or good for you. I love the King of Cups here with the Seven of Pentacles, because this tells me there's like a lot of emotional maturity, and it's like, I've earned this, or it's like, yes, this is exactly what I needed. Now, it does feel short-lived, or it feels like this is not something that normally happens. It's literally like lightning strikes once type of energy. Now, I'm not getting tower moment. I feel it's planned, and I feel like it's like, you know, I don't go on vacation all the time. So maybe that's what it is, right? It's like, I don't do this all the time, but we're doing this. I don't get to do this, so I'm doing it. So you're going to be doing it. So if you guys are taking a trip, I do see you guys taking the time. You're like scheduling, but it's not scheduling to the point where it's like you're overpacking your schedule. It's you're literally saying, I want to do this, but then I want to chill, or I'm going to go to the spa, or I want to go check this out, or I want to go take a walk. It's like there's certain kind of things that you're checking off of a list, but it's not in a way where you are stressing or anxious or like rushing through them. I do feel you have a lot of fun that's coming your way, because it feels like it's really exciting, and it almost feels like you're giving yourself the freedom to just go for it. Like, live a little, my group number ones. This might be like, I don't know, paying the little extra for the upgrade, or doing something that you wouldn't normally do, ordering I don't know, the flight of something at the restaurant, right? They bring you a bunch of them. Get me some of those. So you're doing something you don't normally do, but it feels like it might be several things for some of you guys. Now, let's talk about like, if there's someone that you've been trying to make plans with, or if there's something that, again, this is almost like on the peripheral, or if it's not yet, you will be notified. It's like there is almost like anticipation of, we're going to do this, or I'm going to go here, or so it might be an invite. You might get invited somewhere or have some kind of offer, or maybe the person that you're talking to, it's like there's a shared romantic moment, or there's something very romantic that they do, where it's like they take you out and it's like they treat you, or it's like, that Seven of Pentacles means they're spending something. And it doesn't happen all the time. This is like a little, almost like you catch a little shooting star. All right, tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. Messages for my group number ones. Who or what they don't see coming. Why the Eight of Pentacles? We have Judgment reversed. Tell me why the King of Cups. Yeah, you're like, I'll deal with it tomorrow, or I'll put it on the credit card. Now, I'm not saying I see you going into debt. I'm saying that I see you making it work, because you're like, oh no, we're doing this. So, some of you guys could be reconnecting with friends or family. This would be like siblings or cousins. Again, things that are dear to your heart. And others of you, if this is like a date, it feels like this person's really putting in the work or putting in the effort. And it's almost like they're sweeping you off your feet. But this is someone that would get to know you, or has questions that, it's like, I just heard intimate, or like emotionally, like they're like open questions that maybe they're like, how do you feel about fill in the blank? Or, yeah, I feel like they take the time to like get to know you. All right, so we have the Star card. So we have Libra and Aquarius showing up the strongest in this part of your reading. Tell me about the Knight of Wands in reverse. Messages for my group number ones by the Knight of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. So yeah, this feels like this is, okay, so let's talk about it. If it's you, you're saying, fuck it, I want what I want, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to get the extra thing. I'm going to get the thing, right? I've worked for it. I've worked hard for this, so I'm going to enjoy it. And you are enjoying it. And you are going to feel so good after, because it's almost like this is what you needed to recalibrate, or it's almost like, let's push the reset button. And this might be your little reset button that you've been needing, because it does feel like this might be happening for a lot of you during Capricorn season. But it does feel like you're stepping away from overdoing. If this was like a pattern, behavior, addiction, or just overworking, it's like that's what you're stepping away from, and you don't get to do this all the time. Now, if this is like for those of you that this is anticipation of a person coming towards you, like a specific person, it does seem like they do something that really surprises you, because again, it does feel pretty romantic, and it does feel like this person comes in a very healthy way, which means like, again, this is someone that's going to take the time to like get to know you or talk to you. But it's almost like this isn't someone that you would encounter all the time, or you guys don't get to do this all the time, or they don't normally behave this way, or they're not normally like this, which would be a good thing, because there's honesty that's coming through. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of acceptance for, well, I don't get to do this all the time, so let's do it. I like that. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. What else, please, can we know about who or what is heading their way? So for some of you guys, this is someone, if this is a person, it's like they could have tried before, but they didn't like take initiative, or they didn't make plans, or it was hard to make plans, and it's like they're coming in with a plan, or it's like they're coming in with an invite, or this is the energy of wanting to be around you or spend time with you. We have the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Why the Nine of Swords? So there's a little bit of nervousness surrounding this energy, this new beginning or the spark. Eight of Cups, Ace of Swords. It could be about you leaving, or no, you're realizing. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like you're realizing that this is exactly what you needed, because something puts you at ease. Man, so much stress. The Tower. Tell me more. What is this? You need a break. Seven of Cups, because there's a lot of confusion, or tell me more. Seven of Wands in reverse, the Strength reverse. Yeah, this is about just letting go and surrendering. So if you guys do have planned time off, or you have something coming up that starts to form into a plan, again, that Three of Wands makes me think there's anticipation. I see it coming. It's like, this is exactly what you needed. Yeah, there's a Tower here. It keeps calling to me, but I can't place it because we have Eight of Swords, Tower, and the Seven of Cups. So this is talking about feeling stuck or anxious and an unexpected change. But this could also mean that this trip is going to be like exactly what you needed. That Seven of Cups, maybe you felt very confused, or you felt like things weren't clear, but look at that, clarity is there. And then didn't you guys have the Seven of Swords in reverse? Yeah, it's right here. So I'm feeling good about it. You might shake in your human shell a little bit, but I think it's going to be excitement. I say enjoy it. Let me know where you guys are going. If you're going on vacation, or if you have something fun planned, please let me know so I can live vicariously through you. Oh, my loves. Here's to all of us being able to take vacations and treat ourselves and do something nice, right? All right, my babies, that's what I have for you in regards to who or what is heading your way. Let's see what oracle cards we can use today. I kind of want to use the Sevilla Spring Oracle deck. I believe that's what it's called. All right, these, and you know what? Let's do these too. You guys ask me sometimes where these are from. These are from Tarot Collectibles. And they're also the same people that did these beautiful neon decks that I no longer use on the channel because, bitches, all my readings were getting flagged because apparently your girl is like blind to nipples and faint lines that may or may not represent parts of the body that are just too much for the general public. So I had to stop using them in an attempt for my channel to get out of the weird shadowy phase it was in for like a year. We're getting out of it though. New people started to find us again. All right, my babies, let's see what else we can get. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. All right, we have comforting surprise. And look, there's a little money bag. So there is a comforting surprise coming, but I also feel like some of you guys are going to be paying for more comfort, and it's going to be so worth it. Get the upgrade if you can. No, get the upgrade, bitch. You can. You're making it work in this group. We have the enemy known. All right. There's also a snake here. We are about to leave Year of the Snake, right? And then we have size. This could be how you're feeling. What else, please? So you're about to get you're about to get some kind of clarity or news, or like the truth about something that maybe you were feeling a little foggy about. I feel a little like melancholy too. Maybe you're thinking back on the past. And then we have the Great Gentleman. Size and the Great Gentleman. Yeah, so some of you guys could have someone coming towards you. All right, thank you, Spirit. Now, this is random, but some of you guys, when we were talking about upgrade, I just saw you like sigh, like, well, what does that mean? And they're like, oh, well, we can upgrade you to this other. And it's like this other person stepping in and telling you, hey, we can do this other thing. That's very specific, and that's not for everyone. For some of you, this, if you're anticipating a person coming towards you, it could be that they pop up and maybe you weren't trusting them. But the way that they show up, it's really surprising with this great gentleman. We have numbers 6, 11, 6 again, and then 13. All right, now for these oracle cards, we got cast a circle. Healthy boundaries are crucial for growth. And then we have full moon, which we just had one about a week ago. Harvest the fruits of your hard work. So that one I feel like definitely fits in. My loves, that's what I have for you today. You'll have to let me know if this sounds like it's for you. I appreciate you guys being here so much. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into who or what is heading your way. What is it you don't see coming? We are going to begin this reading by checking in on your energy just to help you connect to this group. And then we'll be looking into the question of, who or what is heading your way. All right, my loves, let's get into it. You guys already know it is a collective reading on YouTube. So just use your own discernment. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if something is causing too much confusion or just you're not really sure what I'm talking about or you don't like what you're hearing, that's totally fine. It just probably means it's not for you. Besides that, though, let's see what we can learn today. And my babies, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number twos. All right, my group twos, please. What is going on with my group twos? How will they know this is their reading? What's going on with them? Messages for my group number twos, please. What's going on with my group twos? How will they know this is their reading? What's their energy? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos, please. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we have Queen of Cups and Three of Cups. Messages for my group number twos. What's their energy? What's going on with them? All right. So maybe you're feeling a little left out, or you're feeling like, I don't know, it could be your friends or a social circle. Maybe that's what's lacking, or it's not enough. Maybe you feel like your friends aren't like there for you the way that you are for them, because it's like you have a lot of love here. And if it's not friends, then it's someone that you might have like a casual connection with. Because this feels like I feel left out or I feel lonely, maybe it's this time of year as well. I'm sending you a hug, my loves. The holidays can be so hard. I find this time of year to be very depressing. I like the Christmas lights. I like the trees. I like the smell of pine candles. Love summer solstice. Big fan of her. Love celebrating, Jesus's birth in December. I'm a big fan of a good vintage nativity set. But it is very depressing, especially if you find yourself being alone or not feeling like you have closeness around you. Now, that could be because maybe you just don't live near people, or maybe money is hard. Maybe you're in a situation where you were working and now you're not, and that was your friend group. Like there is something here where I'm like missing it, and now I realize. So this does feel like it's a sore spot. Obviously, with this Queen of Swords in reverse, we don't necessarily talk about her like she's a sore spot, but let's think about it. If you're so hardened up, or if you're so closed off, or you're so kind of, maybe not talking to anyone or shut off, it is a sore spot. And the reason she is the Queen of Swords, did I call her the Wands? It was the Swords, guys. The reason she is the Queen of Swords in reverse is because she has either been hurt, right? And is trying to protect herself. So there's almost something here that's being, I feel like it might be being triggered. Now, this could also feel like you love your friends or you love your people, but you're just not talking to them right now. Or, maybe we haven't been able to hang out. All right, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Tell me why the Moon in reverse. There's something here where you know clearly or you see clearly. Tell me why the Five of Pentacles. We'll take that in reverse. All right, we have Libra and Pisces showing up. Tell me why the Nine of Swords. And tell me why the Six of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So this feels like it's a lot of stress or a lot of maybe sleepless nights. Maybe it's also like energy levels are low over. It almost feels like things are just not progressing. It's like I haven't moved on, or it's, I have to keep doing this, or I have to stay in this routine, or I haven't moved on from something, where it's like lack of reciprocation. So this could mean like situations in your life where it felt like you were the one giving, or you were the one caring, or you were the one kind of relying on other people to, or maybe other people were, maybe it's like you were the one trying to make the plans and you couldn't. Yeah, there's something here about relying on people or people relying on you. Whatever it may be, though, it kind of feels like there's a lack of it, or it's not around. So literally this could be anything, right? It's not going to be a person for all of you. For some of you, it might be, or it might be friends. It might, like I said, work, whatever it is. It just feels like it's a tough time. And if your money is tight, that could also be it as well. This Six of Pentacles in reverse, where it's just like barely giving. And at the same time, it keeps you from being able to go somewhere. It keeps you being able to maybe travel or move on, or, kind of for things to get better. It does feel like there's maybe some kind of false start, or there's just this, again, it's like motivation might be feeling a little low, because it's like, oh, when is this going to change? When is it going to get better? Or yeah, it's almost like can we fast forward through this, because something's not fair, or my life feels very off balance. All right, you have a lot of love in your heart. This doesn't affect how you show up, but I do feel like this Queen of Swords in reverse. Let's look into her. Thank you, Spirit. Seven of Swords, because you're hiding it. Magician in reverse with the Four Swords. So you might hide. You might like kind of hide away. Now, for others of you, this could be about work, like feeling like there's nothing you can do, or it's like things are the way they are. So you're trying to be at peace with them. But there's also this feeling of like, I'm not telling the truth, or I don't really trust it. You could, if you're involved with someone, it's almost like maybe it's casual, but you're not having the conversation that like the one you actually need to have or want to have. Tell me about the Three of Cups with the Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like you try really hard to like be strong, but also like this could also come off as like masking a little bit, because it's almost like I'm pretending everything's fine. And I'm not saying you're pretending, but there is something here where it's like we're hiding what we truly think or want to say or feel. So Two of Wands, tell me more on that. You could be deciding what you want to do, if you want to make plans, or who you want to hang out with, or maybe if you want to make more friends or meet someone. It's like I'm trying to decide what direction to go in, because the world or life or the circumstances, you've kind of realized something's been revealed to you. The world has shown you something. Why the Moon in reverse with the Seven of Cups in reverse? That things aren't like, you're not happy, or things aren't the way that you want them to be. Or yeah, it's almost like I'm feeling like disillusioned, or like I never get what I want. And maybe it's not using the word never, but there is a feeling here of I don't get what I want. Why the Five of Pentacles with Justice in reverse? Temperance. Tell me why the Nine of Swords with the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you're trying to be really patient. And you're trying to stay balanced through this time, because it's like, you know that this is going to pass, or things are eventually going to get better. But at the same time, it's like it doesn't take the stress away. Like it still stresses you out, or you still think about this late at night, or it's still, yeah, this King of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Swords. This is a lot of like mental anguish, but shut down. And and we have we have the King and the Queen of Swords both in reverse. So if this is talking about a person that you are not talking to, this isn't the majority of you. This is like a side group of you. If this does have to do with a King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, it doesn't have to be those signs, but we do have them twice, especially Gemini. It could be that you're trying to decide like where this is heading, or, if this is the person for you, but it's already being revealed to you what they don't offer, or that they're not talking, or maybe they have like an issue with anxiety, and then that triggers a trust issue within you, because it's almost like they're not really doing anything. And maybe you're open to dating, or you're open to be friends or getting to know each other, or if it's work, it's like, being underpaid, but I'm covering as many different bases as that are coming to me, friends. That's why I mentioned those things. But it still feels like it's not giving enough. And it feels like this isn't going anywhere. Or we haven't talked about plans of it going anywhere. We have Sagittarius as well, and Pisces. All right. Aquarius, Star card, and Hierophant. So you could be dedicating yourself to your spiritual practices, or work, or school, or maybe you just signed up for something, or maybe therapy. There is something here that is helping your mental health, or you're staying like hopeful about it. All right. If that made sense, let's continue. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Messages for my group number 2s, please. Who or what is heading their way? Thank you, Spirit. Who or what is heading their way? What is they don't see coming? Who or what is heading their way? Messages for my group 2s, please. Who or what is heading their way? What is it they don't see coming? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s. Who or what is heading their way? What is it they don't see coming? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We have Tower reverse. We have Empress reverse and Wheel of Fortune. All right, so this is talking about the timing and the circumstances needing to change. There's avoidance here, or there's something here that maybe you're trying to rebuild, and it's just like you need to give yourself time, because like a lot has happened, right? That has left you in this place. So some of you guys could have already gone through tower moments, and it's like you're almost like recovering from that, or maybe you're still trying to get yourself back up from whatever happened, and there isn't much you can do right now other than just kind of let the circumstances and the situation flow. And for others of you, it feels like something is going to be happening. The circumstances are changing, but there is something here that may need to be required on your part. So we're going to see what that is. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s. Yeah, so it's almost like a hard time to remain optimistic. But I feel like there is good things happening. It's like a new chapter is starting, or a new era, or there's something that feels new and fresh here. But it's almost like you're not talking about it, or afraid to maybe even acknowledge it, because it's almost like I'm afraid to admit that things might go good. Tell me why the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me why the Tower reverse. Tell me why the Empress reverse. So a lot of you guys aren't letting yourselves be like seen right now, or it's almost like you're really hunkering down and focusing. Well, I almost feel like the need is to focus on yourself, but I feel like there's an emotional renewal that's going to be happening for you, that is going to help you like glow up through whatever this is. Because you might be living in a way where you don't feel the safety, security, the love, like all of these beautiful things that you have to give others, you could be feeling like, man, I've been spread thin, or I really haven't been able to take care of myself even. Like there's something here about nurturing yourself and you realizing that, or you kind of viewing yourself and your situation through a different lens. There's something here that I feel you're not paying attention to, or you're not, maybe it's even, I just heard falling for it. Interesting. That could be what society says you should be focusing on or doing. That could be what someone else is doing, that used to maybe make you kind of look in their direction, or hopefully it's not comparison. But if it is, it's like there's something here where it's like that's not getting you anywhere, or that's not where you want your attention to go. Or maybe it's even not the type of attention that you want. It's like there's something here that you're viewing differently. So your psychic abilities and your, like, the signs, they're going to be signing. It's like you already know. It feels like this is a very almost like, this isn't the first time this comes up in readings in the last couple of weeks, I feel like, but it almost feels like autopilot. And it's like you're trusting. All right. So I would say you're staying cautiously optimistic about what's to come. Tell me why the Sun in reverse, Chariot reverse, and tell me why the Queen of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords, the World reverse. So there is something here where you're not wanting to take charge, or you're not ready to, or you're not ready to kind of move forward. I think that this is almost a time where you're okay right where you are, the way that things are, and you're not trying to stir the pot. So you guys may not be in a place or in a time or living in a way where you could invite too many new experiences in. And this doesn't mean this energy is going to stick. This just might mean that this is how you feel for maybe a couple weeks, or maybe, however long, maybe through the season. If you live somewhere where it gets really cold, so it's easy to kind of do this. It's not, maybe things are quieting down a little bit. I don't necessarily see hermit energy, but I do feel like you are in a place where you're reflecting. And I almost feel like the universe is going to give you a pause where it's like you're allowed to rest, or you're able to rest, you're able to do certain things. And I feel like it kind of like changes your outlook. Now, this Page of Swords with this Queen of Swords in reverse is interesting, because it's almost like you hear things or you see things and you're like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's what that means. So you are questioning yourself. There is a tinge of like negativity that tries to creep up, but it's only because, again, it's like things are good, but I'm afraid they're going to go to shit, or I'm afraid the other shoe's going to drop, or I'm almost afraid to be very optimistic about what's to come, because last time I did, well, look at the year I had, or look at what happened, or look at that thing that happened. So for you, I don't necessarily feel like it's a who or what you don't see coming. I feel like this is all you, and you have a hand in a lot of this, in how it moves forward. Because if there's an energy here of you resisting, or you refusing to see something, or your value, your self-worth, your self-love, or how you care for yourself, or maybe you haven't even realized that you need a break or you need a pause, you're going to be like, you know what? I actually don't need to do that thing. I don't need to say yes. I don't need to be involved. And it's like, I don't know, you're taking care of yourself differently. All right. Tell me more, please. Who or what is heading towards my group number 2's way? Tell me why the Tower reversed with the Ace of Cups, 3 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. This feels like no new friends, or this feels like I'm sticking to what I know, or this might even feel like that Tower reverse could even, that could be like avoidance, but it doesn't feel like it's avoidance here. If it is, you might be, if for those of you that are dating, maybe it's someone that you're going to be talking to or dating. And you're going to be like, we'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. Tell me why the Empress reverse. Why are they viewing themselves this way? What is it that they're going to realize? Why the Empress reverse with the Hangman reverse? Four of Cups reverse. The Moon. This could have to do with rejection fears or fears of rejection, or this could also be surrounding your home or your career. Maybe things you've been ignoring, maybe even like things around your house. It's almost like you're seeing things through different eyes, through a different lens. All right, tell me about the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess. Messages for my group number 2s. Who or what is heading their way? Why the Wheel of Fortune with the High Priestess? Justice. The scales are going to be balanced. Yeah. Death card. There's nothing for you to do. Two of Swords in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse, other than heal or let go of the wounding or get out of a energy of feeling guarded. All right. Because maybe that's also what you're realizing. So there could be connections or friendships or some social situations that come up that are coming up to help you see something, or to, maybe it's also like you realize like how you reacted in the past or how you felt in the past, and now looking at that through a different lens and maybe seeing how you were reacting through hurt or pain or rejection. Why the Sun reverse with Chariot reverse? Ace of Wands reverse. One more. So you're not ready to start anything new. I feel like you're being tender with yourself and your life and where you're currently at. And it feels good, to be honest. It's like sometimes we need to baby ourselves, you know, or like take care of ourselves. And it feels like that's what you're trying to do, because there's a lot that's coming up for you. And I feel like there's realizations over who's good for me and who's not, over what feels good to me, what makes me happy or what makes me feel better, and what does not. And so you're going to be making judgment calls, you know, you're going to be like, no, I'm good. It's like getting out of people pleasing as well, is what this also feels like. All right. You may also like choose not to speak to people or share. Tell me why the Queen of Swords in reverse. Ten of Swords. One more. Three of Pentacles. There's been hurt here because of other people. So you're not talking to them, or you're not hearing from them, or maybe you even kind of see things online, and it kind of triggers this feeling within you, but your recovery is faster. It doesn't like knock you down how maybe it did, if it did. It's like I feel like you get up quicker. All right. So be careful what you watch or pay attention to online. I mean, I know that we can't help it, and we see things every day that we don't want to see, right? But don't go looking for it if they're, especially on like certain days, like the holidays. We are posting this in December, or a time when you're feeling kind of tender. It's almost like, if you can help it, like don't do it to yourself. Or if there's certain people that you don't want to talk to, or that you don't, feel like you hear from them often enough. It's like there's all these feelings that are coming up that I feel want to be acknowledged. Okay. Wow. I hope that made sense. My loves, you guys will have to let me know, okay? Let's get you guys some oracle cards before we send you on your way. Thank you, Spirit. Messages from my group number 2s. What else do they need to know? Who or what is heading their way? Messages for my group number 2s. Who or what is heading their way? All right, we have Waxing Gibbous. It is okay to change the direction. Look at that, says happy and happy. Go in the direction that makes you happy. Right, we have Lunar Eclipse. Open the door to a higher dimension. And Diana, be one with nature. So this is also about allowing cycles. So this could also be like a season thing for you, right? We did talk about that with that Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess. It seems like there's a lot that's changing around you, and it's not done yet. All right. You're also elevating. This is meant to help you like glow up. It's not happening to you, it's for you. Thank you, Spirit. What else, please, for my group number 2s? Who or what is heading their way? We have number 6, sighs. Oh, I feel that. Let's all sigh together. Let's collectively. Shit. That felt good, actually. What else? We have 2, number 2, the letter. So you might get a message or send a text. We have number 10, carefree, carefreeness. And then we have number 2, the old lady. So you might be feeling a little bit like a grandma or a grandpa. Maybe you're finding yourself, doing things around the house or just wanting to keep to yourself. This also makes me feel, though, like growing up or maturing as well. You're viewing things differently. For some of you guys, this could also be like realizing your age and stage might be changing. So maybe it's time to step up certain things that maybe someone before, you've never been this age before. I've never been this age before. So it's like, what do I need to know about myself at this age? How do I take care of myself? That could be health wise, that could be skincare, that could be even like hobbies or, whatever it is. You might find new things relaxing that you didn't in the past. All right. My loves, that's what I have for you today. You guys will have to let me know how that sounded to you. Please take care of yourselves out there. And thank you so much for joining me. And I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 3s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be looking into who or what is heading your way. What is it you don't see coming? So we are going to begin this reading by checking in on your energy and seeing what is going on with you. This part should help you connect to this group. And then we'll be asking the main question, which is who or what you don't see coming and is heading your way. All right, my loves, you guys already know it is a collective reading. So please use your own discernment and only take what resonates. If something sounds too confusing or it's just not making sense, it just may mean it's not for you today. Besides that, though, let's see what we can learn. And my babies, thank you so much for being here today. I love hanging out with you. And let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 3s. All right. Messages for my group 3s, please. Messages for my group number 3s. What can we know? What can you tell us? All right. Messages for my group 3s. What's going on with my group number 3s? What's their energy? How will they know this is their reading? Messages for my group number 3s. What's their energy? How will they know this is their reading? What's going on with them? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s. What's their energy? We have Temperance reverse. Hanging on by a thread, perhaps. The Hermit. Tired of being alone? It's been so long. It's been like this for so long. We have the Sun. 5 of Wands. Messages for my group number 3s. What's going on with them? Why are they fighting themselves? The Chariot. Okay. We have lots of, how many majors we have? We have 4. We have Sagittarius, Virgo, Leo, and Cancer. My loves, what is going on here? It feels like there's a lot of frustration or there's an imbalance here. It's, listen, maybe you're happy being alone and maybe that's it. It's almost like, man, I've been alone for so long. I'm happy. Like, I like the direction that life is going in. But this 5 of Wands tells me that there's a little bit of tension, conflict, or feeling a little competitive. So lots of ego coming in right here in this part of the reading with the Sun card and that 5 of Wands. But let's see why. Why Temperance reverse? What's going on with my group number 3s? How will they know this is their reading? 2 of Pentacles. Why the Hermit? 6 of Pentacles. Why the Knight of Pentacles? 4 of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you're like back in action after a while, because this feels like you've been quiet or things have been quiet for you for a while. But maybe now you're healing with that Ace of Cups and the Sun card. It's like maybe you found what makes you happy, or there's some kind of emotional renewal. I mean, for some of you guys, maybe it's new love, but this would be like you're already dealing with it because we're talking about your energy right now. This feels like maybe it took you a long time, or you've been maybe if this is about like yourself and finally feeling good or feeling happy with your life or the way things are going or in your job, like whatever this is with that, the cup is like overflowing. So it could have been like a long time to get here. Maybe this is something that you were working on your own, or you stuck it out, or it's like that hermit, it's pretty quiet energy. And that Six of Pentacles tells me you're either very selective with who or what gets something from you, or you don't really talk. It's just like a little bit. It's almost like maybe when you're out in the world, it's like you leave little breadcrumbs that you're still amongst the living, but then you go and kind of do your own thing, because it does feel like it's very like protected energy, or you keep yourself pretty protected. So whether that's like actually like you stay alone, or you haven't really been talking to many people, or you're just kind of doing your own thing, or maybe you're just not really talking. It feels like you've been reflecting. But that Knight of Pentacles tells me like this has been your plan, or you've been working on this slow and steady. Some of you guys could be like getting out of this period of time where you felt like bored, or I don't know. Tell me why the Five of Wands with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Tower reverse, the Moon reverse. So you guys could have like different people trying to get your attention. And maybe that's what you're kind of giving to, but you're like, meh. It's almost like it's just on your terms. Because I feel like you're really taking your time, or you're moving slowly. And it feels like you're getting a good grasp, or you feel like you're getting in control of your life, or you're starting to see how you want things to move forward, or how things are moving forward. And I feel like there's a sense of like satisfaction, or yeah, it feels good. Obviously the Sun card's right in the middle of the reading. So it is happy, or it's like you're content. Tell me why the Temperance reverse though. Why Temperance reverse? Nine of Cups, Knight of Wands in reverse. Because of your dreams, your wishes, or your desires, what you truly want, there's a frustration here over it. This is almost giving like Ace of Wands in reverse, like false starts, or it sparked, but it didn't go anywhere. Or there's some, maybe Temperance reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. That would almost mean like burnout, or not feeling like I have motivation or the energy, or I'm just frustrated over that. So we'll just leave that there. All right. Then we have a Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. What else, please? So circumstances are changing, or it's been a long time coming. This has been a long time coming. Maybe you're like wanting more passion or excitement in your life. That could be where that Temperance reverse is coming from. And then tell me more about the Sun and the Ace of Cups. Three of Wands. You could be making plans, going somewhere, traveling, or anticipating something. Maybe you're going out. And it's like, that's exciting, or I'm looking forward to that. It's been a long time coming. All right. One more on the Chariot with the Seven of Cups in reverse. Why the Chariot? Six of Cups in reverse. One more. Justice reverse. So you guys could also be moving on, or moving forward from childhood traumas, or things from the past that maybe you've realized, or it's like it's been really frustrating to realize maybe how these things have affected you, or how they were showing up in your life. Because this feels like I'm seeing clearly that I have to move on, or move forward, even if that thing is still unjust, even if that wasn't fair, even if I never got the truth or got confirmation or anything from someone else. It's like maybe you even felt like your experiences weren't validated, or maybe you felt like a little, maybe even like gaslit with this energy, because it feels like I still have to move on or move forward. Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords. So it's painful, but I have to choose my happiness is what it feels like. Or this could even be like painful things within your family or community. And it feels like it wasn't fair, but I have to move forward. So I almost feel like you're anticipating like better days or things are getting better. All right. We have a King of Swords in reverse with Eight of Pentacles in reverse and a Four of Swords. There was some kind of healing break that was needed. You needed to pause, maybe like your mental health, or it was hard to kind of think clearly or take control or kind of see things for what they were. Or maybe maybe that's part of that like past trauma or something where there was like an influence. That would be like a narcissistic kind of influence that maybe you didn't realize you were like, I hate to almost like falling victim to, like in different life circumstances. Oh, bitches, finding the root, right? All right. Let's see who or what you don't see coming. If that sounds familiar, of course, my group threes. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group threes, please. Who or what is heading towards them? Who or what is coming towards them? Who or what is coming towards them? What is it they don't see coming? Messages for my group number threes. Who or what is heading towards them? What is it they don't see coming? I just realized our candle went out. Who or what is it that they don't see coming? Messages for my group number threes. We have Eight of Cups. Who or what is it they don't see coming? We have Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Messages for my group number threes. Who or what they don't see coming? We have Six of Cups, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Messages for my group number threes. Who or what? We have Eight of Wands in reverse. All right, so this feels like there's someone that they could be younger than you. They don't have to be, but this is almost like it could even be a child or children or someone that's younger than you, because it almost feels like this is someone that is going to want something or need something from you or ask you for something, but it's like you can't offer me something in return, so I'm already kind of going out of my way, or I'm, it feels like there's something here where it's like the timing may not work out, or it's going to require you, if you do say yes, of course, to do something a little extra, but that little extra might like cost you more or make you go out of your way. Let's see what that is. Why the Eight? Oh, your reading is eights on both sides. Tell me why the Eight of Cups. Queen of Cups. Tell me why the Page. Seven of Swords. Tell me why the Page of Wands. The Fool. Yeah, this could be a new person. Someone wants to hang out with you or take you out. This would be like a date. But this would be with someone who's younger or maybe a little immature or doesn't kind of, I don't know, maybe you don't feel the same way about them. This could be someone that you maybe already walked away from, or maybe they moved or you moved, because this could even be like a friend or someone that you used to talk to or someone that you used to know. But it's almost like when they pop up, you're not sure you trust them, because maybe you think back to that childhood memory, or maybe you think back to who they used to be. And even though you still have love for them, you're like, I'm not really sure I trust you, or we should hang out. Yeah, we should. Okay, I'll catch you later. Like it might be something like that, because it feels like there is a fun little encounter where it's like there's excitement and our voices are getting excited and, we're talking. But then at the same time, you're like, I'm not really sure about that person. You're conflicted. They leave you wondering because you're not really sure if you can trust them or take what they say seriously. Why the Eight of Wands in reverse? Messages for my group number threes. Who or what is heading their way? Why the Eight of Wands in reverse? We have the Four of Swords in reverse. So this could have been someone that you hadn't seen in a little while, but this might also be someone that you might be choosing to ignore the message. Yeah, if it's a message, you guys could be choosing to just maybe be at peace with it. Tell me why the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Five of Swords. Who or what is heading towards my group number three's way? Why the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Five of Swords? Two of Pentacles. You go back and forth, or this is someone that's in and out of your life. So for some of you guys, this is like a hookup. If you know, if it's someone that you're dating. Yeah, they could be coming back around, and it feels like it's fun, but it leaves you like overspending, or it leaves you being the one that kind of gives more. The Emperor, Magician reverse, and Judgment reverse. So now switching it a little bit for those of you that this is like a person coming towards you. You know, it feels like they're coming in for a fun time. But it doesn't feel like, you know, they're kind of aware of maybe how they could affect you or what they're doing. So it's not that they're not aware. They know what they're doing with that Magician in reverse because they're manipulative. But, and that Judgment reverse is like, I don't see it, or I don't see the red flags. Maybe that's you ignoring them, because it does feel like when they come up, it's because they need something or want something, or you're the one that ends up working late, or you're the one that ends up staying up late, or you know, there's something here. So as fun as it is, or as nice as it would be, it's almost like you're aware of this off the bat. So I'm not saying you will or you won't interact with them or, you know, engage. It's going to be different for everyone, but it does feel like you kind of already know that this person, it's like they are who they are. Now, if this is a brand new person, you know, this feels like it's really important for you to notice and make note of the red flags, or of anything that just feels kind of off. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What else, please? Who or what is coming towards my group number three's way? We have Six of Wands in reverse and Justice. You may even choose not to pay attention to this person. Maybe the timing when they message you, or you're not the same anymore, or circumstances have changed. You guys might even say it's a no. Hangman reversed, you're going to see them differently. You might see them as being like love bomby or emotionally manipulative, or just being out of touch in general. All right. Yours was pretty, group three, your group has been waning a bit. I feel like a lot of you might be jumping ship. I say that because the readings have been a lot. I feel like they've been shorter and straight to the point with group three. And normally you guys were the longer read. All right, my loves, that's what I have for you. We have fixed signs, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, but we also have Aries and Capricorn and Virgo and Aries again. And then we have some water signs. So it could be anybody. All right. So let's get you guys some oracle cards before we send you on your way. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes, please. What can we know? What can you tell us? Messages for my group threes. Who or what they don't see coming. We have number 5, death. So a change. Something's changing. A change in the circumstances. All right. We have number 4, the friend. So a friend might pop up. We did talk about that. This could have been someone that you haven't heard from maybe this time last year, or something about around this time some year. We have number 3, travel. Someone's traveling, wanting to travel towards you. And then we have 7, baby. So someone could have a baby, or there's something new. Maybe someone's even moving, or you'll hear of that. Maybe it's a friend who's struggling with a new baby. Oh, if you have a friend that just had a baby, be there for them. That shit is hard. And it is isolating. All right, so those are numbers 5, 4, 3, and 7. All right. And then let's get a couple more. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s. We have series, love and mother yourself. Oh, interesting. Baby and mother. So this could be about mothering yourself, reparenting perhaps. We have number 13, divine feminine, step into your power. And then we have moonflower, bloom even if no one is watching. And you guys ended up getting an extra one, witchy medicine, connect to earth. My group number 3s, I love those for you. This is a reminder to take care of yourself and stay grounded. Grounding practices as well. Maybe even spending time outside in nature. Yeah, something like that. Listen, I almost feel like spending time outside and being in nature is a privilege these days in 2025, going into 2026, but that's just me. My group number 3s. That's what I have for you today, my babies. Thank you so much for being here. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.